It's ironic how the month with the least amount of comebacks is also the month I'm late with the video. Never mind though, because this month served so many bops and I'm really excited to get into it. Each comeback is ranked out of 10 in 7 categories, then ordered based on the average score. If I've reviewed an artist's previous release, it will show if the scores have increased or decreased in each category. For this month, just know that no matter where your faves are ranked, I most likely enjoyed their comeback or debut. It was just that I enjoyed others more. It's very dull and flavourless. I liked the song when I first heard it, but then I realised it was too monotonous. Nothing happens that attracts me to it, which is a shame. The video is so bare and nothing stands out here. I feel like falling asleep when listening to the song, which isn't a good thing. Some idiot let in mosquitoes while this was being recorded and produced, and they just went with it. I'd be more accepting of the song if not for that, and the cringy in the chorus. I get that they're young and they shouldn't be making mature music, but this is far too childlike and annoying, even for me. This could have been done better, and by better I mean re-recorded. Jeonyeol's voice doesn't fit the song that well, which is a shame since the beat would have been great if another artist sang it. That being said, it does look like she's under a small company, so these are the kind of things to expect. Being honest, they lack in everything. The video's cheap as dirt, the girls' vocals aren't the strongest, their dancing is pretty weak, their rapping isn't the most enjoyable either, and still they managed to create a workout bop. I don't know why, but that's the connotation I have with the song, though I'm not wrong. Keep an open mind, I refuse to give the music video a higher score only because it made me that uncomfortable. That was so painful to sit through despite the song being actually pleasantly surprising. The pre-release got very stale very quickly, so I hope this album doesn't have the same effect. Right, so I did a full comeback review on this, and I forgot what the song sounded like anyway. It's not my fault that it's so forgettable. Even the dance and video could be easily overlooked since the only move in the dance I distinctly remember is the ripple at the start. Well, at least the B-sides kind of saved this. I didn't know how to feel about this at first, but I don't think I like it. There are bits that I do like, but it doesn't flow well overall. It could have been done better, and it's a bit oddly mixed. It's not unlistenable, but it's not spectacular either. Their strength lies more so in their dancing and charisma, I think. It's very vibey, and I like that. It's a relaxing song with that charm you get from most bands. The video's very basic, but who cares? And while it's not the catchiest song ever, it serves its purpose of being a soft band song that's right up my alley. The post-chorus comes in like a beat or half of a beat too early, which is a very unsettling feeling. Other than that, it keeps its energy up successfully and works well with the boys' voices. The video's pretty bland for SM and doesn't work too well with the song, and no hate, but some songs on the album were literal trash. Give You Up is forever superior, just saying. It's not like this was bad, and the boys seem to be sticking to a similar sound to that of Give You Up. In my head, I knew it wasn't being Give You Up, but it didn't disappoint me either. It's a weird limbo I found myself in, and I don't know how to feel. But all I got is bad ideas. If you like this song, I completely understand why, but the chorus throws it all off for me, even if it's not unlistenable. As always, Astro's dances are captivating and I love it. The same just can't be said for this debut overall. It's just there, neither bad nor good. The overall song isn't bad, just small parts are, which totally throw everything else off. I mean, that dance break. Who asked for a painful sounding dance break which goes on for far longer than it's supposed to? No one. Literally no one. And it's a shame because there's much about this song that I enjoy. really annoys me how they pronounce Obliviate because that's nowhere close to the actual pronunciation. If I'm being honest, I've never been bothered to look into Lovelyz, and this isn't something that makes me want to. It's a little overwhelming of a song, but it's not bad. It reminds me of IZ*ONE's music, and the dance also mirrors the title well. So for a debut, this is pretty solid. The video's a bit simple, but it's well shot overall. I heard a snippet of the song when they covered FX and Mamamoo, and even then I knew it was good. The rap line snapped, especially on the bridge. I love that part so much. Can't wait for more music from these girls. You know what, at least the music video didn't scare me this time. But yeah, a peaceful, flowy, bubbly song. I prefer this to Doctor, though I think Doctor is going to have the overall lasting impact on me. Not much about this song is awfully memorable, even if I do enjoy the song more than Doctor. I've literally heard one Uptension song before, so this is my first proper time looking into them. With that, the title's quite intense, but not overzealous. Something to point out is their dancing though. They're all skilled dancers, but Xiao's dancing is really eye-catching. Still, hoping that the other three members can rejoin the group soon enough. I knew this wasn't going to beat 2Kids for me, so I was prepared for the worst. However, this was a pleasant surprise. It grows on you really quickly, and the last chorus is honestly very well done. The dance is also really great, it just lacked that emotional connection that 2Kids had to me. Maybe I'm finally beginning to like Taemin's music, I don't know. The song's grown on me a fair bit if I have to be honest. The video, however, hasn't, and it's just as dull as the first time I saw it. Nonetheless, I think this is a pretty fun comeback all around, and I'm glad the girls aren't disbanding because of the survival show scandals. We don't see many co-ed groups, and I can understand the reasons why companies don't like them. But this group, they're really great, especially for having just debuted. My only real problems are that the dance is kind of dead and there's no real break from the song. Other than that, I really hope the girls don't overshadow the boys completely, since we've seen that happening with groups like KARD. I'm a boy. I'd usually be very against this chorus, but not only does it sound like a bird, it matches the concept. I love the Cleopatra vibe they went for, but Namjoon should have cut her hair at the bridge as it would have been more impactful. Regardless, really great. Probably one of my favourite songs of Heartfelt's I've heard, and I've listened to a big handful of them. The music video's colour scheme is stunning and it fits great with the song too. Despite it being about going to the moon, it still sounds like a watery song for me. It's a pretty fun comeback. This Changmo feature was better than Chungha's, sorry to say. The only thing really off-putting is the post-chorus, but I'll live through it. The lyrics are really great, and they kind of talk about how numbers on social media don't mean as much as you think they might do, and those are relatable lyrics right there. I was vibing so hard, literally as if I was at a concert, and the chorus hit, and I was already expecting a contrast similar to Boy, but nothing like this. It's so funny watching young boys with soft voices hold up finger hearts and smiling while this heavy ass beat is in the background. Yeah, that was the point, but it doesn't make it any less hilarious. P.S. I love the scene where they roll around in the water. So good. Da, 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 da. This is madness. How have they managed to get over 10 million views in 2 weeks for rookies? This song's great and all of them exude so much confidence, it's unreal. Seriously, even the single B-side is exquisite. Trios don't tend to be successful unless they're subunits, but I really hope that these girls make it because, wow. So this is one of CLC's best title tracks. Honestly, the song does feel a little long and the high notes during the final chorus are awkwardly placed. The dance is incredibly catchy and I'm slowly getting more and more into this song. I don't think they got any wins and really I'm shocked. I was in class when I first listened to it. First impressions, odd. Video too simple, God's Menu was definitely better. Now I think that the song flows very well and is so fun. The video is so enthralling to watch because of the effects, the choreography is entertaining to watch. And here's the problem with these videos, I can't ever take back my ratings, so I apologise for doing God's Menu that dirty. The use of backup dancers isn't the best in my opinion. There are times when there are far too many and others when it feels far too empty. Nonetheless, this whole thing reminds me of Undercover, but arguably a better version. Honestly, one of the best songs I've heard from them.
Can we take a ride? Baby, come on to my side.
This is one of the best songs this month, no cap. The dance is a madness, just saying. It's so crazy and I don't know how the hell their choreographers came up with something so great. Yeah, the choreography you're seeing doesn't look like much, but trust me, it's amazing. I could probably rave about this choreo for a while, but you know, time's ticking, we need to move on. Surprisingly, I already knew about these guys because of Remember Me. That song really didn't age well. I literally completely forgot it existed and I forgot about the boys while I was at it. This, however, is so much more impactful than Remember Me. I loved it at first listen and I don't think I'm going to stop loving it. I didn't like it, then it got stuck in my head, and I liked it. Dun Dun and La Di Da are up there as some of the catchiest songs this year, I'm telling you. My mom also said that this song reminded her of Madonna's music, so now you know that. Good Boy is the only B-side I don't like, and I love the other two. Everglow's best album without a doubt. All international fans out here vibe into a summer song until the chorus hits. This song makes me emote in ways I didn't know I could emote. This is such a perfect song and that subtle violin in the background is beautiful. How more people aren't talking about this, I don't know. Even the album feels like a journey. So good. Song drowns you in it. That's a really odd statement to make, but when I listen to it, I can't focus on anything other than their voices. The album sounds like the title track, and I'm so glad it does since I love that style of music. Strongly recommend this masterpiece. This is one of their best songs, no cap. Sure, some bits of the video looked cheap, but the rest was exquisite. The vocals snapped and Mark's rap during the bridge was heat. I was quite scared of what this would be since 100 was trash and Tiger Inside was the definition of cringy and uncomfortable. This song and the album completely blew me away, however. No bad songs apart from Tiger Inside and 100. Hey! Had no clue what this would be, but loved it at first listen regardless. Seriously, this is amazing if you ignore the CGI wolf and the single English lyric. I enjoyed the absence of English here, so it slightly annoyed me when there was only one line. The concept strongly reminds me of Avatar, but maybe that's just me. As a debut overall, it's one of the best this year, if not the best. Only 34 comebacks and most of them are outstanding. That's insanely hard to pull off. Nonetheless, October has so many big names coming back, and I'm so excited to see how some of the groups will follow themselves up. Tell me what some of your favourites are and whose comebacks you're excited for. Thanks for watching and be sure to stick around for more. Have a great day.